I've got right at 5 o'clock. Welcome to the Norfolk District School Board meeting. Sorry, I'll get it out. We're going to start with the opening prayer. Mr. Williams, you mind doing that for us?
Father, we just thank you tonight. Thank you for all the blessings you show on us each and every day. We thank you for health and wisdom and guidance. We pray that as we move through tonight, we move through the rest of this year, that you just give us guidance, you give us clarity of mind, you give us clarity in our decisions.
Next item is executive session for personnel. We're going to go in at 5 o'clock.
All my kids are graduating.
Y'all get old one today.
We are back from executive session at 5:31.
All right, I make a motion that we hire Richard Blevins as interim superintendent beginning Monday, March the 3rd until the 30th of June.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second to accept Richard Blevins as our interim superintendent beginning Monday, March 3rd. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next is consider previous month's regular meeting minutes and all special meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
So we have a motion and a second to accept the meeting minutes for the regular and all special meeting minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consider financial reports and bills.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
So we have a motion for the accepting the financial report and bills and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consider insurance renewal, the educator's legal liability. I think there's a copy in our binder too.
I'll understand that the same way as I read it, as far as how it reads that the outside Arkansas general liability coverage, the premium staying $541, so it appears that there's no change in
change.
cost.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's what I read.
From what I understand, when I was looking at the letter, the first part, the letter that they sent, how I understand it, it's the same insurance company, but it's just a different underwriter, and it's the same
Same
price.
It's kind of like they sold the policy to,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Like
But
they
it
would a
shows the
mortgage.
bill and then what we paid previous, and there was no
No,
difference.
no change.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to accept the insurance renewal of the educator's legal liability. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consider contract addendums.
There are two teachers who have received their master's degree, and so that would change their contract, increase of $2,000. One is Sally Foster and the other is Mackenzie Rankle.
Good deal.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second to accept the contract addendums for the two teachers. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consider renewal of principals' contracts.
I would like to recommend the renewal of Jason Williams as high school principal for the 25-26 school year. Do both at the same time? need to vote?
Let's do them separate, yeah.
Okay.
I'll make that motion to accept Jason Williams' contract.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second to accept Jason Williams' contract for high school principal. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
I would also like to recommend the renewal of the elementary principal contract for me, Stacy Bradbury, for next school year.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to accept Stacy Bradbury as elementary principal. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consider resignation of custodian.
This,
That's
okay.
her name.
Angela Teagarden is resigning from her custodian position. She actually put in her notice for 2 weeks, and so her last day was February 20th. And she had been with the district for 18 years, but she got another job that worked better with her schedule.
I can see her good.
Me too.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second to accept the resignation of custodian. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Academic updates. Who's going first?
You go ahead.
I'll go over some just real brief. Boys basketball and bowling completed their seasons this past week. Just a congratulations to all those kids that were involved. We had some good success, especially our bowling side. Lincoln Havner just stellar at one time. So give accolades where accolades are due. Interim testing dates were basically the high school is behind schedule due to the weather, but we will finish those up next week. Once we do, we'll start pulling those groups out of men, and we start looking at the data, we'll start pulling those groups to adjust our win schedules. Late yesterday, we got some news, you probably saw it on Facebook today about our math and overall Atlas growth scores. Now, just to make sure that's clarified, it's because we had such huge growth. I think the math was 87%, put us at 9 in the state average, and then the overall was at 83% growth, 84.27, which puts us at 20 across the state average. So we were very excited to get that. I know Ms. Maple, of course, didn't answer her text messages. But Ms. Brown and Ms. Maple was, I text a lot with Ms. Brown. She was very excited to the point she sent back some emojis. She said, I'm in tears right now because it was exciting to her. It was exciting because the reality is our scores didn't look great. But when you get that back and says, hey, we had a huge growth, that means that what we were doing was working.
Yeah.
And so we just keep doing that. The last thing I've got is tomorrow, I've just got a federal programs meeting. The AR app was released today. I know this is probably nothing that nobody knows about, except for Ms. Bradbury. It's probably Ms. Bradbury in the room, but that's what we turn in the state before July 1st. Kind of gives them an overview of what we're going to do with some more funds, more programs. So we got to get our teams together and start building that. So I've got a meeting with that tomorrow, and that's I know softball, baseball, and track starting today. So
Awesome.
that's where we're at in high school.
Elementary kind of mirrored what he was talking about. The elementary did receive an OEP award as well for ELA growth. So in the Northwest region, where we're one of the top 5 schools, and it was a 85.48 content growth in English language arts. We did finish up our interim testing this week, and I've actually printed the results. Haven't had a chance to dive into them, to look at them, just kind of briefly looked over them at the next board meeting. I'll definitely be able to tell you our strengths, our weaknesses, and what we've done so far to address those.
So on those growth scores, is that from the end of last year to the interim testing that they did at the beginning, or?
I went to the New Mexico.
Are you talking about for the interim? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, like on the Atlas growth scores that.
Oh, the
Yes.
OEP.
Yes.
Let's see. It tells you. Can we just kind of read the little
Sure,
blurb
sure.
of what it says? Awards are based on the 2024 content growth score calculated by the Division of Elementary and Secondary Education. These growth scores reflect how much students at the school improved from 2023, so the summative test 2023, compared to how much other students with similar prior achievement improved. So the 2023 to the one taken in 2023 to 2024.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was a different testing program, correct? I mean, that was,
I
so
didn't think it
there
was
is
Atlas.
some correlation
Yeah.
between the two.
Right,
Right.
yeah, but they have some kind of
They've got
a formula that they.
I got you,
Yeah,
I got you.
I-
That's- You know, it
understand
seems
that
like that we'd
formula.
always heard that, you know, it was 2 different programs.
Right.
And you couldn't
So-
compare them.
So there
Right.
actually was a
Yeah.
way to.
They have some kind of formula that they.
I
put
got
in
you.
there.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, because I was like, this is the first time they've done the Atlas.
how
So,
they-
yeah.
yeah.
So I was
They do
thinking
have
maybe.
some kind of formula, yeah.
Right, okay.
I don't understand it, they.
All right. So going on to other.
Okay, I do have a couple things on the other. One, I had someone send me a text wondering about the Aptigee, the communication platform that the board voted on. And so they were just kind of questioning where are we at? Why is it taking so long? It's been quite the process. So just for those who might not understand, it is what we plan to go to. It will be our communication platform. So it will be an app people can have on their phone, or they can access it from the website. So basically it will be our website, our social media. so it's not really social media, but we have things on there, our streaming ball games, everything will be in one location where people can find it. Also, it will be, we should be able to send out mass text, mass emails. The holdup has been the extensive training sessions that are required for this. I haven't attended them all, and I've probably attended 7 or 8. So that's part of the thing. It's a training session for every little aspect of it. It's quite the ordeal. I think part of the holdup too has been Mark Sanders. Just to be honest, a lot of the responsibility has been shifted to him. It started off as a 4-person, wouldn't you say? Mr. Williams and I, Mark Sanders, and Mr. Lane. Well, it's kind of dwindled down to, because it's a lot of stuff that we don't know how to do, technology-wise. So it's taking him some time. He's had some trouble with getting some of the data from eSchool, that kind of thing. There was a training session today, I believe, which I missed, but Mark attended.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. I missed
What you been
it.
doing?
I don't know. Twiddling my thumbs. But
Art definitely deserves a pat on the back.
yeah, but I think it's gonna be great. And I asked him, I said, so time frame, I think there are a few more training sessions or maybe one more. So he's thinking in the next, 2-3 weeks, he's hoping
So
to
it's
launch
what we're
it.
going to.
That's what we're going to.
Okay, so do we need to approve somebody to help him with? Is there somebody that we might could use?
I don't know. Let me talk to him. Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that he comes to talk to us about, I'm kind of like, I don't know what you're talking
Exactly, I didn't
Yeah.
know if there were, maybe was somebody else, another reference that
Yeah.
we could put with.
Like a
Mark.
teacher or somebody
Yeah,
else.
exactly, somebody that's
And,
up to
and
levels of IT that, could
I think
help
at some
out.
point, someone will have to step in to help him because I think it was
you
presented to
volunteering?
him. Anybody?
No, Wendy, you were, I thought maybe you had something to add there, so. Exactly. Well, it's-
Wendy's like, ain't you been listening? She's been busy with math.
Yeah.
But that's definitely something we'll need to look into because I think also Mr. Lane had kind of put him as the one that would be doing all the stuff for it as far as posting the stuff, and I just don't know how doable that is with what he's got on his plate.
Gotcha.
So, but once we get
Well,
it
if we
going
need
in,
other resources.
I mean, he acts like he can, but I mean,
Talk to him and ask him if he needs other
Okay,
resources.
yeah. And the only other thing I had, Jason Stone came to me and wanted me to go ahead and share it. And these may be ones you've already had, I don't know. But the tractor bids, I know it was brought
Yeah, he-
before the board
Yeah, he talked to
a
me
while back.
Wednesday.
Okay, and so
No,
these are the
Tuesday.
bids that he got. I think he said it's the exact same tractor.
Yeah.
I guess baseball season is here, so
Right.
he's needing something. And so,
Yeah, so we
exact
need to
same
move
tractor,
forward.
just a little bit price difference.
Yeah, need to move forward with that.
Are we good with what he wants?
So-
on it, or-
Yes,
Is
I
it-
would think so.
That's
I don't
right.
either. I looked through my book and I didn't see it. So he called me on Tuesday and had a lengthy discussion. And so he's gonna be the one using it. So I asked him, I said straight up, you've got Kubota, you've got Massey Ferguson, you've got New Holland. Which one do you want? Which one do you feel comfortable running? He told me without a doubt, the New Holland tractor would be the best for the situation that he's using. But I didn't see the bid in here. I know it was with
Yeah.
the original.
I've got it,
ones.
I've got it.
You got it? It was
Do
back-
y'all, mine was flagged.
Yeah, it was the month before, and I dug through. looking
Oh,
at
I
it.
don't have the old one, I have the newest one.
Yeah, that's a
But I don't know if
Kubota,
that's
too.
the same.
That's Kubota too, it looks like.
Mhm,
Yeah, he told
Kubota.
me, and he said something about this one, that some attachment he
Well,
already
this is
has
one
would
that-
fit with.
Was
would
this
work
the
with
one he
this.
sent in, the one with the blue?
No, I just
No,
marked that
no,
as
she
separate.
just marked that.
So yeah, I don't see a New Holland on here.
These are the ones.
Are we getting any insurance money from the loss that we had with the tractor? The previous tractor, do we know?
Or did we sell it?
Jake.
Okay.
Jason Stone told me that, yeah. It was,
I think it's already been-
12,000-15,000.
Make a plan, I guess maybe. try to
I I don't see a New Holland tractor
Well,
in
that's what I
here.
mean. So,
Do something with it.
so it wasn't this one then that he
No.
requested, the Kubota?
Nope,
Well, this-
it was a New Holland, and I did find it here in my book.
Which one did he
Is it-
bring you?
He brought me these three, is what, and this, he said this, would-
So the
he
difference
said he
that I
didn't need anything bigger
see
than this, is what he said.
between the
What
two.
are them?
The 3 in our binder.
The three in our
Bring your
binder?
binder, these are the ones he brought.
Is, the difference between the two is $445.
Maybe it was in the previous meeting.
$75.
Is there a date on that New Holland program?
29th of January.
Tractor bids.
Oh, which one is it?
Well, I'm not sure which one. I thought he called me too.
Okay.
So I thought he was wanting the Kubota.
Oh, well, okay.
I don't,
Because I think,
so now
I think
I'm
Levi's name on
questioning
the other.
what. So how about, is it possible we can just approve whichever one he wants to order on?
Yeah, we need to call.
Gotta know a
Well, I
price.
mean,
And
that,
it's,
go ahead.
well, I mean, and I was under the impression when he brought me these, that this was what he was wanting. I mean, that was
This newest one?
these three right here, and he said, because these are all the exact same tractor, and he said that's really all he needs to do what he needs
What
to
he's
do.
gonna do.
That's what he said, but I don't know anything about it.
Well, I like the price of the first one more than the
Yeah,
other.
and he said they're all the same tractor, but
They're
one's.
conveniently ordered in the least most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered them
Did you
that
do
way.
that?
I probably did, but I put the sticky note where you can find them, and you're welcome.
And I'm assuming this is 35 horsepower, which he was needing. It doesn't say, does it?
Yeah.
And he said, and you, did you
said
say
something
there's
about-
an attachment
He
that
said there's
fits
some
it?
attachment
That we
that
already
he had
have.
that would work for this. Was it a?
The quick attachment, I mean, they're all
Yeah,
quick
I can't
attachments as
remember,
far
like,
as.
Is
the-
it like a backhoe attachment or something?
Yes.
Maybe.
$36 horsepower, so that's good. Okay.
Based on pricing, it didn't the exact same tractor, I'll make a motion that we purchase off that bid from Ozark Farm and Lawn. That first one, 173.
Okay.
I'll second it.
So we have a motion and a second to accept the tractor bid from Ozark Farm and Lawn for 27.3. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Just need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?